Chapter 10. Brahmā-Viṣṇu Dialogue, Narada's Inquiry and Brahma's Reflections. Narada, eager for wisdom, spoke reverently to Brahma, the creator. "O Brahma, you are indeed blessed, the dispenser of the fruits of our actions and a true devotee of Shiva. Your mind is ever immersed in the glory of the moon-crested Lord. You have graciously narrated to me the sublime story of Shiva, the great soul. But a question lingers in my mind. When Kāma returned to his hermitage with Rati and his followers, what transpired thereafter, and what were the steps you took? Please unfold this tale in detail." Brahma's response and his humility. Brahma, with a serene smile, addressed the sage's curiosity. "O Narada, lend your ear to the profound story of Shiva, the Lord adorned with the crescent moon. The mere act of listening to his story can liberate a person from all impurities and decay. When Kāma returned to his abode with Rati and his entourage, what followed was beyond the reach of ordinary minds. I shall narrate it all to you. After Kāma's unsuccessful attempt to sway Shiva's heart, I was left bewildered. My arrogance, built up from my role as the creator, was shattered like fragile glass. My desire remained unfulfilled, and a deep surprise filled my mind, now stripped of its pride. How could Shiva, who is free from worldly bonds, who has mastered his senses and is devoted to the path of yoga, ever be inclined to take a consort? With such thoughts, I lamented my failure. The plea to Viṣṇu and his arrival. Overwhelmed with doubt and despair, I remembered Viṣṇu, the one who is intrinsically united with Shiva and the very cause of my existence. With a heart burdened by distress, I eulogized him with hymns of devotion, recounting my plight. My cries reached the ears of the compassionate Viṣṇu, and he manifested before me in his divine form. I saw him, the four-armed Lord, with eyes like blooming lotuses, holding his iconic symbols, the conch, the lotus, and the mace. Clad in a radiant yellow garment, his dark complexion shone like the monsoon clouds, and his presence exuded a serene warmth. Overcome by emotions, I praised him again, my voice choked with tears. I sought refuge at his feet, hoping for solace. Viṣṇu's consolation and Brahma's confession. Viṣṇu, the beloved protector of devotees, listened to my praises with a gentle smile. His voice was like the soothing hum of a river. "O Brahma of great intellect, why have you called upon me? What sorrow afflicts you? Speak your mind, for I shall dispel your troubles without a doubt." With a sigh of relief, I raised my head, and folding my hands in reverence, I spoke. "O Lord of Lakshmi, the protector of the worlds, listen to my plea. I am tormented. For when I sent Kāma, the god of desire, along with his followers to awaken love within Shiva's heart, their efforts bore no fruit. Shiva, the great ascetic, remained unmoved, lost in the depth of his meditations." Viṣṇu's wise counsel. Hearing my words, Viṣṇu, the all-knowing, was astonished and spoke with a hint of reproach. "O Brahma, how did such a thought arise in your mind? Have you not understood the nature of the divine order? Reflect deeply upon the wisdom of the Vedas. How could you, the very reciter of these sacred hymns and the architect of the cosmos, stray into such a flawed desire?" He continued, his tone carrying both guidance and rebuke. "You think of Shiva, the supreme yogi, as if he were merely another deity, bound by worldly desires. You have misunderstood his true nature. Shiva is beyond the ordinary bounds of divinity. He is the supreme Brahman, the absolute being without attributes. How could you desire that he be swayed by Kāma's arrows?" The true nature of Shiva. Viṣṇu then expounded upon the essence of Shiva, his voice echoing the eternal truths. "O Brahma, Shiva is the ultimate reality. He is the creator, the preserver, and the destroyer. He is the supreme Brahman beyond all attributes, eternal and infinite. He transcends time, untouched by decay. He manifests through the three gunas, rajas, sattva and tamas, assuming the roles of Brahma, Viṣṇu and Mahesa. Yet he remains above these qualities, unbound by them. He is the master of illusion, the creator of Maya, yet untouched by its delusions. Shiva is content within his own self, resting in the bliss of pure consciousness." Viṣṇu's words were like a cleansing river, washing away my ignorance. "If you wish to see Shiva take a consort," he advised, "then you must turn to penance. Meditate upon Shiva and the goddess Siva with your heart set upon this desire. Only through intense devotion can such a boon be achieved. Command Daksa, let him engage in a severe penance to beget the divine daughter who will be Shiva's spouse." Vishnu's recollection of the ancient promise. After offering this guidance, Vishnu paused, his expression turning thoughtful as he recalled the promise of Shiva from the ancient past. "O Brahma, do you remember the words spoken by Shiva when we first emerged from his divine energy? In that primordial time when we, as mere emanations, sought his blessing, Shiva, with a gentle smile, had spoken, 'A part of my essence will take form as Rudra, a manifestation of myself to fulfill the world's needs. He will be worshipped as the ultimate being worthy of all reverence.' Thus, Vishnu reminded me of the eternal nature of Shiva's role and the balance of the universe. He reassured me that in due time, Shiva would incarnate as Sati, born as the daughter of Daksa, and would become Rudra's beloved consort. Brahma's realization and gratitude. Having imparted this wisdom, Vishnu vanished, leaving me with a heart lighter than before. My jealousy and frustration dissolved like mist under the morning sun. With renewed faith, I understood the divine plan and the eternal roles of the deities. I turned my thoughts to the great task ahead, of ensuring that Daksa would undertake his penance to bring about Sati's birth and her destined union with Shiva. The path was now clear, and my heart, once troubled, found peace in the unfolding of divine will.